Hey Link, about Lilia? Alright. Hey, it's Sitludo coming to you live from my basement. I cut the cutscene in half. Booyah! So, if you want to find out what happened in the last cutscene, you're gonna have to actually go back to my last episode to see that. This is the second part of it. Hey Link, about Lilia. Is it true what they say about her? Yes, she has lost her memory, Colin, and regaining it will be no simple task. But it will be alright, child. If we just give her some time, I'm certain that Lilia will find her heart again. So, Colin, I'd like to ask you to stay in this village until then. It is our turn to show the courage that you have already displayed. Then he walks away. Nice to see there's still hope here. It's always good to see happy results repay their efforts. Your efforts. Those skills of yours, any chance you're of the mind to put them for use to Hyrule? What hope is there in our kingdom is frail. Wait. What hope there is in our kingdom is frail and dying, but there's still a group trying to do what it can. And I'm a member of that group. Call me Telma. Well, now we know your name. I may just stay here a bit longer. I'm still worried about Lilia and, well, never mind about the rest. Link, I want to see you again in my bar. You hear me? So that's more like a threat than a request. Okay, the bar is actually kind of a safe house for my friends. There's a passageway that leads to the castle from in there as well. If you ever need anything, stop by. I'll be waiting for you, honey. And she leaves. And that's it. Whoop. Wait a minute. I feel a disturbance in the force. Turning around mysteriously and... oh my word! It's a floating angel! Never mind, it's not. Okay, she's the reason I cut this episode in half. I felt like I didn't want to... okay, this way. If you walk too far away, then she actually forces you to actually come closer. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm actually moving by going away. Okay, that's kind of weird. So, this is the reason I cut the episode in half. She's going to kind of ask you to follow her during this little area part of this. And I just felt it was going to actually get a little bit crazy if I don't. And so I split the episode in half right in the cutscene because I didn't know where else to. So I think it's if you shoot her like... I can't remember where. I thought I shot her once. I remember I shot her once and she like actually gave me something. I don't know, I must have gone crazy, but I remember I shot her and something actually came out. Like a heart piece. I don't remember. I probably was just dreaming or whatever, but I could have sworn it did happen. So, creepy graveyard. Yep, not scary at all. Just following a ghost in a graveyard. I mean, we're totally gonna, you know, just not get in part of a horror movie or something. Oh, great. Now it's going through walls and making stones glow. Cool. And the stone is disappearing and we have to enter a secret tomb. Am I right? I'm right. Why? I think I just jinxed myself there. Alright, so let's just enter, because we don't care what anybody says. We're gonna enter whatever we like. So, kind of a short cutscene. I don't know if this would be considered a cutscene, or if it'd just be considered like a... more like a camera angling. They like changed the angling there, just so you could see where the characters are and everything, but the characters don't actually have any animation. I am deeply grateful to you for aiding my son in his time of need. You are right to bring him here. Kakarico village is a sacred place for the Zora people. It is where we take our eternal rest. My husband in life, King Zora, also rests his spirit here. It is no coincidence my son found his salvation in this place. And it becomes daylight, yay! That which I have promised you is within this grave. During his lifetime, my husband created garments, specifically for the chosen hero. Garments that house the abilities of the Zora. You got the Zora armor! This armor was handed down through the Zora royal family. You have it equipped. You can move freely through the water, but you will be more vulnerable to fire and ice attacks. Now at last I can join the king in slumber. And yet my son, he still knows nothing of my death. If you see him again, please, pass on this message. Tell him he must not grieve his mother's passing. Tell him she wanted him to be brave and live on as king of our people. And tell him his mother loves him without an end. Tell him. Well, it's a good thing you found all of your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor. But aren't you forgetting something kind of important? The last viewed shadow, duh. Remember that, what Pharaoh the Light Spirit said? He said you would need the few shadows to defeat the Dark Lord Zant and save the world. So even if you go back now with all of your friends you saved, the whole tragedy would just repeat itself. So let's get to it. We need to go to the temple on the lake bed of Lake Helia. Lake bed, Lake Helia, Lake, I don't know, I thought it was onto something. So this is it. Well, not for the episode, but that's it. We just got the Zora armor. So our whole mission there is done. Now I guess we're gonna move on to the next thing and get to the lake bed temple. That's our next mission, almost. So this episode, that was all I really had planned. Now I'm just kind of gonna be doing this with my gut instinct and guessing what I should be doing for the rest of this episode. I'm just kind of doing this as I go along. What am I saying? Improvising. I am improvising. So we're just kind of grave robbing right there. Now that I think about it, this episode really didn't need to be that long. I'm trying to keep my episodes simpler and try to keep them, I don't know, more attractive to viewers, since my views have been like 10 per episode, and that's just like sad. I was talking to one of my friends about YouTube episodes, and I'm like, hey, I'm doing a YouTube series too, and he's like, really? Cool, how many subscribers? And I'm like, 3. And then he's like, I have like 50 something. And then me and another friend started like disagreeing with him and arguing like, no, there's no way. Oh well. So I'm thinking about what I should do here, and now that I think about it, I think I want to release all the chickens. I'm not going to do that quite yet. I want to get some rupees. Oh, these Gorons, yeah. These Gorons have showed up everywhere now, so I don't know if I mentioned that in one of my episodes already, but, you know, talk to them. They'll let you climb on their backs. You can get up. I'm going to just skip to the top of this mountain now. Skip ahead to the top of the mountain. Now. Alright, so I'm up here now. I just didn't want to take too long. I enter this door, and I'm hopefully going to get 50 rupees. If I didn't open that chest yet, please say I opened it already. Oh well. So I guess I showed you guys how to get up here now. There's 50 rupees in that if you did not open it already, so I guess, you know. A little hint to any of you who did not know that. Oh, what should I do now? Just jump off the edge. It's a smart thing to do. No, wait. Never mind. Oops. Okay, so now I am going to do what I proclaimed I would do earlier, and free all the chickens. Now, if you've played any Zelda game before, you would know that there are supposed to be cuckoos, or chickens. They're chickens, but they're named cuckoos in the game. It's French for chickens, so I guess that works. So you there's no cuckoos in Kakarico right now, but if we are to open this up right here, ta-da! And in here you will find 2 cuckoos. Not a lot, but at least it's some. So that's all that there is for Kakarico in cuckoo-wise. All the cuckoos that are located in it. You can talk to them as a wolf if you come back here during the Twilight phrase, so that's kind of nifty. Aside from that, there's not really any use for freeing them. Oh, except for like, there's a lot of ledges in this place, and you could fly from place to place kind of now. Not really fly, but you guys get the gist. So, if I click plus, ta-da. Now we have the Zora armor on. Uh-oh. Ah, dang it, I just realized something. I am playing Toontown Rewritten, and I just downloaded an update for it, and I let that run while I was doing the last episode and this episode, and it finally started, it's finally stopped uploading, and now it's like pulled up on my screen. Oh well. So, here we are. This is just a little secret area you could come to. I can't remember. I think there's a heart piece in here, so I'm not going to open that yet, because I promised myself I would not open any heart pieces yet in the series. Until I'm going to have a whole episode for that. So this is a nice little area. If you get water bombs, which I believe are actually available to us right at the moment, then you can blow this up and you'll get a few rupees, which are hidden under it. And that's your introduction to the Zora armor. Oh, one thing oh wait, never mind. I thought, okay, I was confused for a second. I was thinking Mario 64, how like you can heal yourself by going to like in between the water, like floating on the surface of the water. You can heal yourself in Mario 64. They didn't do that for any Zelda games, but I was thinking they did that for Ocarina of Time for a sec. My fault. So I'm gonna sprint over here. I want to see if they do have the water bombs. If we do, then we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone tonight. Oops, I think I said that wrong. It's supposed to be hit 2 birds, but I just killed 2 of them. Let's change it to 2 cuckoos with 1 stone. Hey, I've been waiting on you. Take a peek at this. I finished my water bombs. These little fellas are so advanced you can even use them in water. Oh, they'll come in handy, guaranteed. You gonna buy some? Alright, now, take a good gander at Master Barnes' handmade bombs. So, that's very family-friendly, isn't it? Yep, go buy some bombs. Hey, Timmy, I'm gonna go buy some bombs. Okay. These bombs even work underwater. I'll sell them in sets of 5. Hey, Mom, I want a bomb for Christmas. Looks like your bomb bag has some other... Oh, right, yeah. You can only have 1 type of bomb in your bag at a time, so... Yeah. Where's it here? What do we have? Bombs. Sure, I'll sell them. Because I like money, money, money. Money's really awesome. Oh, so I also just played, full 8-player Brawl for, like, the first time in ever on Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And I just love doing it because then there's actually starting to be teams, like real teams of 3 people against, like, 4. And then there's huge fights. I don't know. But, see, in Super Smash Bros. U, which is like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, just more advanced and more characters, you can play with up to 8 people, which gets it really chaotic, especially on like some of the smaller stages. Of course, they won't let you use some small stages. There's like a limit to it, but when I was playing with my relatives, me and like a band and 2 other guys started hiding in like the corner of the temple stage, and we were just kind of like camping out there dancing. I'm not kidding you. We were dancing and singing music while we were up there and moving to the music we were singing. It was just like da 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 yo da 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 yo, and then we just kept doing that non-stop. And then whenever anybody got near us, we just spammed them and destroyed them completely until they were all completely up. Oh, so now there are cuckoos hiding everywhere in Kakarico village. You can grab them and fly to crazy places in here. One of the examples is if you jump from up there, you could get to the roof to over there. I'm pretty sure if you went from the top area there, you can make it to there and then make it to there. And then if you made it to there, you can make it over to the rooftop over here. So as you see, there's a lot of flying we are able to do. There's even a oh, never mind. I'm not gonna mention it. I was gonna, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna mention it. Over there, there's a railing over there because there's a heart piece in there. If you fly a cuckoo from over here over to here, you can go get that. But no more. I'm not gonna say any more. I'm done. I said too much. So that's it for this episode. There isn't really that much gonna be happening. So until next time, I'm your host, Sitludo, come to you live from my basement. See ya!